Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live here on a Wednesday evening. Wait, Johnny G messed up here. I had, I'll tell you about it here. Let me just fix this a little bit. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I want to welcome you to the April 16th, 2025 Vinyltreasure Show. I'm your host, Johnny G. We're here till midnight tonight, 9 to midnight. I apologize for being late. I had to, well, as you know, some of my equipment has gone on the blink, so it wasn't working correct. So I had two professionals from a major company come here today, and I explained to them what I do and what I would like to do, and they got here a little bit before 3 o'clock. Rob and his associate, and we talked about, I showed them what I do. They kind of knew what I did because they see my broadcasts. So I said to them, I said, look, first of all, what prompted all this is because my something happened in my set. I did a show a couple weeks ago, maybe longer than that, on the 78 show, and all of a sudden everything just went haywire. Not so much so for the sound coming through the mixer. So they said, the sound sounds great, Johnny. I said, I know that sounds great, but it doesn't play well here. And so they heard it. I put on I forget her name. I put on a Volt 45 for them. They liked the song, by the way. I should play it tonight. So they noticed that it was changing, and then when I started it's something with the frequencies. I don't know if it's the speakers, because they thought maybe I just need all new equipment, but it went beyond that. So I mentioned that I want to do a more professional program here, a more professional show. I mean, it's not a studio. It is my studio, but I plan on having guest collectors up here to the program. And is it possible for me to get multiple cameras so I don't have to manually move it? And he said, "Oh yeah, we have potential to do stuff." So they took pictures of the ceiling, of the side here, of the setup, um, and talked about possible, definitely a CD player. So there, I'll have a CD player. Not that I'm playing CDs, and I'm just telling you right now, it would be for unreleased material or specialized material that guest host would bring in, and a DVD. So I talked about that, and they said that it's doable, but I'm gonna have to get an upgraded another PC. So I have to buy a brand new PC. It's going to be dedicated to the show because of the program I have to run. That'll so the program I'm currently using. I currently use a program called I think it's OBS, and it works well. It's really a thing for gamers. Some people use other things to broadcast, but you can't. You could just if you wanted to do a broadcast today, to do your own podcast, you can connect with your phone right into YouTube, but they don't have a great feature like to with video and clarity and all that. This one's pretty good, this system, but maybe I'll get a different webcam. So, and I'll be I need a production manager here to do it, but Johnny G is going to be the production manager. So I will be able to go to shots, special shots of whoever's in the studio. There'll be a number of microphones. I think 3. I'm going to get 3 or 4 possibly. I might have 4 cameras, so I'll have 4, and the possibility of switching to video, and that means like performances of old performances that maybe you've never seen before here on of acts from the 60s or the 50s or whatever, and interviews that may have been done by people that are no longer with us. But those are things that I'm looking forward to. So I was excited. The guys were excited too that we're here. And I showed them a little bit of the records that I have here and whatnot, but it took me a while. I had to arrange a whole bunch of stuff because and it's not good. You can't. Tommy Albergo scared me with the 78s. I have a ton of 78s here in up here on the attic, and because I have a finished attic, and I got to be careful it doesn't break through the floor. So behind me, you don't see it, but behind me I had a bunch of 78s set up here. They were all in boxes of records that I've played. So I had to get them out. I put them around the perimeter, some on the perimeter, and I got a bunch of boxes that I haven't played that I'm still going through. So anyway, and I tried to put name tags on a bunch of the stuff. It was like a disaster. So I had to rush a 78 show. I plan on doing that show tomorrow, so I will be here tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3. And 3 p.m. Eastern time for that, and then I'll be and that's what I plan to do. So anyway, but that's what happened today. That's why I was late. I'm not totally prepared for the show, I have to admit, but I do have some notes. We're gonna kind of really wing it, so Charlene's doesn't know what I'm gonna be playing. But and I couldn't find all the requests, so I'm just letting you know in advance. But if you see here on the table, there's all your requests. All of these are your requests here that you've requested. Here on this table here, here's Busta's request. There's a bunch of them here. So anyway, so that's it. That's enough of this. So at least you know. See, I won't have to do this anymore. I won't have to move it manually. But I will keep you posted on further developments. And they're going to come back to me with a proposal that I get to look at, and then we'll see. So maybe some of you can come on the show and you can bring some of your rare records here. I'd love to have you as a guest collector here on the program. It doesn't have to be this show. It could be another show. It could be a Thursday afternoon. It could really be any time, but we need to promote it in advance. But anyway, we opened up with a request here. Actually, a pretty cool record there, I have to say. I had this in the collection for a long time. You know this guitarist, blues guitarist. He actually also sang singer-songwriter. Born in Gilmore, Texas, he would then relocate to Chicago. His real name was Fred Christian, but he recorded as Freddie King. And first recording for the LB label back in 1956, but in 1960 he would sign with Sid Nathan's Federal record label, and he had about 25 releases on the label. This was a request for Charles Liebman. This was his second release on the Federal record label. Tune co-written, he co-wrote with Sonny Thompson. This did chart on Billboard. This was a number 29 record on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record on KTKT. If you were tuned in Tucson, Arizona, January 61 release from Mr. Freddie King. It's called Hideaway. This is Johnny G's Hideaway. This is my record cave here. So let's start it off here. This is not a request. I added this record only because Edmund Williams gave me the idea, because he requested this singer. This singer, born Leonard Victor Ainsworth on July 26 of 1942 in Brookshire, Texas, had 2 major hits. His first was a song called The In Crowd, okay, which was in 1965. And in 1973, I played him last week, so Edmund must have been on a kick. But I decided to play his 5th release. This charted number 12 on WJMO in Cleveland, Ohio. That's a great station. Thinking about doing a countdown on that WJMO station in Cleveland. But anyway, let's open it up here with the vocal portion from May 1966 on the Charger label. This is Dobie Gray. Dobie Gray on Charger. It's called Out on the Floor.
Guitars are ringing, the chicks are out of sight, and everything's swinging, yeah. The room is packed up tight, lined at the door, oh, yeah. So I'm getting my kicks out on the floor. Let's run some more. I know you feel
There you go. I think that's like one of the Northern Soul classics there. But that is a cool tune. May 1966, Mr. Dobie Gray. Dobie Gray, his fifth release on the Charger label, Out on the Floor. I have another record that Edmund requests. We're going to play that later on here on the program. Here was another pick. I had to I had to start it off with a couple picks here because totally unprepared here. I'm trying to print out some stuff. But I like this song. This gal, she was born January 30th, 1946 in St. Louis, Missouri, but she would relocate to Chicago in 1954 and first recording for Sam Cooke's SAR record label in 1962, a song called Hard Times. But then she signed with Leonard Chess's Chess record label, and her first release, her first of seven, was her biggest hit. And I like this record a lot. This was her first release from July of 64. Number 11 on the Billboard chart. Number 11 on the Billboard R&B chart. Number 4 on Cashbox. Number 1 record on WEBB in Baltimore. Also on WVON in Chicago. Let's give a listen to Jackie Ross. Jackie Ross from July 64 on the Chess label. Her first on Chess. It's called Selfish One. Yeah, that's the great sound of Jackie Ross there. That's her first of seven First of 7 on the Chess record label, July 1964. Selfish One is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't selfish here for a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. A little bit discombobulated. Got a big crowd here in the YouTube chat. We're also live on Oldies and More Radio. I will be in there momentarily. I got to print out some of my notes, and I didn't do anything today. Good thing I have all your, like I said, here are all your requests. All your requests here in the background here. So let us continue, and let's fill a request for wait a second. No, that ain't right. Let's fill a request for wait, Charlene, where is it? Oh, I didn't tell you. Oh, darn. Hold on a second, folks. So I got to go on my PC here. I don't like to do this. It's for UK listener up next. Oh gosh, where is it? Here, Johnny G losing his mind. God, where is it, Charlene? See, OJ's here. Darn it. David Dallison. David Dallison. Where is his page? B-C. Here it is. I'm sorry. I'm Johnny G really losing his mind today. Okay. I apologize, folks. I'm sorry. I tell you, I'm discombobulated here. Let's fill a request for UK listener David Dallison. This, I got to make it bigger. This group, Eddie, I should say, we have the OJs here. The OJs. They first recorded for the Apollo record label in 1961, and they had about 80 45s during their career. Okay. Between 1961 and 1990. That's a lot of records, and on a few labels. Mainly on the Philadelphia International label, but those were releases in the 1970s, I think 72 to 90, lots of releases on there. But other releases, I recorded for other releases. How about other labels, Johnny? Here's one on the Minute label, which charted number 5 on WJMO in Cleveland. It features William Powell on lead from January of 1967. This is by request for UK listener David Dallison. David Dallison. These are the OJs from January 67. It's called Working on Your Case. The OJs.
I'm working on your
you go. That one there going out to a UK listener, David Dallison. David Dallison, if I said that right, David. Dallison in the UK. That's a great tune. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. Those are the OJs from January 1967. That is with William Powell on lead. Song entitled Workin' on Your Case. It's the name of the tune on the Minute label. They are working on JohnnyG's case. So we will get this new studio soon enough. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Mnon. This singer hails from Little Rock, Arkansas. Put out records locally on his own label called Skillet Records, and with his second release on the label, it started to take off, and Atlantic Records would pick it up for national distribution, and that's how I have it. But this originally came out on the Skillet label. It's a song he wrote. I think that might even have been his label, if I'm not mistaken. This did chart regionally. This was number 24 on KYOK out of Houston, Texas. Let's go to July of 1966 by request for listener Mnon. This is Ned Towns. Ned Towns. I have it on Atlantic. It's called How Can You Babysit a Man? Ned Towns for Mnon.
I saw you last night. The fella had you by your hand. Told me you were babysitting, baby. But how can you babysit a man? Now tell me, how can you babysit a man? Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I knock on your door, I never hear a baby cry. Instead, I hear footsteps running like a house is on fire. Tell me, baby, sit a man. Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Whoops. Got these headphones. I can't tell you. I was like, can you fix my headphones so I can hear myself talk? They said, can't do it. Not with this mixer. But there you go. That's the sound of Ned Towns there. Deep soul sound from July 1966. It's on the Atlantic record label. Song entitled How Can You Babysit a Man? I don't know. Maybe you can, but Mnon also requested the flip side here, which is upbeat on the flip side. So let's flip the 45 over really quick here and play the flip side. And he wrote this tune also and produced. Actually produced both sides, but this is more upbeat this side from July 66. B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show. This is Ned Towns, the flip side of How Can You Babysit a Man? This is for listener Emnon. It's called Bingo, B-I-N-G-O, Bingo for Emnon. There you go. That's a B-side there by request for listener Emnon. That's the sound of Ned Towns. Ned Towns from July 66. That came out originally on the Skillet label, the local label out of Little Rock, Arkansas, but then was picked up by Atlantic Records for national distribution. Bingo is the name of the tune, and prior to that we heard How Can You Babysit a Man? Have you played bingo before? Barbara was taking her mother to play bingo. She would call me to say when she won something, but anyway, let us continue here. I wasn't sure if I had this next 45. It's a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. The label looked familiar, you know, so I said to Charlene, I said, I'm not sure, Charlene, I don't know if I have this, but so hold off on it. But I found it. I was filing 50s records and in the A box, and I said, wait a minute, I have this record, and it's a duet. This is on Dick Manning's Dickerson record label out of New York City, and Charlene couldn't find any info on this duet. Tune written by Gene Reed and Ronnie Mosley, and this is a I said 61. It was funny. I was like, so I use. If you ever try this, it's interesting, because when I know a fact, I test it all the time. There's a thing called grok. It's supposed to be some type of artificial intelligence that you can ask it something. So I'll say, hey, Grok, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me a release date on Al and Ray? and possibly who they are. Well, there's no information on Alan Ray, but I see something on one of the sites that it's out of New York or whatever. So it doesn't. It's. I think it to me, it's useless. Of course, I scold it. I said, you're an idiot. I said, well, not for this record because I didn't know anything about the record, but it's just I thought it would be able to potentially help when in researching some of the things, but I have to tell it to go to a database or to go to the copyright database, or it says I really can't give you any information prior to 1978. I said, well, that ain't any good. But anyway, I listen, I'm fit to be tied today, really. But this is for Warren Russell. Pretty cool tune there. Al and Ray, 1961, on the Dickerson. Did I say Dixon? It's Dickerson. Dickerson label. It's called I Should Have Gone. This is Al and Ray. Oh yeah, Johnny G getting caught here. Let's just hope that, listen, let's just hope, I forgot to mention to you that on last Wednesday's show, it was a disaster here with the, one thing I know, okay, I played a Unifix record on Cap. I cannot play Unifix records here, at least not with 2,700 subscribers. So we were moseying along last Wednesday with the show, no problems and whatnot. It was a lot of fun. We were getting good records in. They sounded really good. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom, it just went. It was like the black screen. So they said your video has been stopped due to copyright content. I'm like, copyright content? On the Unifix record, it was the beginning of my end. So it wasn't coming back. I think it was out for about 15 minutes. So I shut that stream down and I restarted it again. I thought they were going to nab me for Lenny Welch, but no. So anyway, it took a long time for the show to post up, but when you went back to it, you saw that it wasn't there. But I got the notification, and it said that that video or that song by the Unifix is not allowed to be played by you. I was like, not allowed to be played? So they allowed me to remove it, and then it resaves, so that show is available there. But when you get to that song, you're not going to hear anything, and anything that was blacked out will be visible. So, I've created a whole issue. I put that Timmy Euro LP on that was actually pretty good, by the way. I went downstairs to make sure my mother was all set up. I came back up and I continued, but I lost half the audience. It's because you know what? It pisses everybody off when they do this, but then they didn't let it go on. So a couple days later, I got another ban because somebody listened to one of the shows that had Court of Love. I think they do, and that show got clocked for that. But sometimes I double check to see if the songs are available on YouTube, and I see that they are, but I never look at the subscribers. So one subscriber that they allowed that song to play had 25,000 subscribers, but they put one song on, and they have like 10,000 songs there. And the other one had 15,000. And then there was a smaller creator. He had, I think, 5,700. I'm not there yet. That's why I always bug new listeners to subscribe to the program, because of the copyright police. And it freaks me out. So it totally freaked me out by playing, Jackie Wilson and other records. So it kind of scares me, because I don't want the show to get blocked out. But anyway, so there you go. I apologize, folks, but a lot of things going on here. But there you go. That's Alan Ray by request for Warren Russell, 1961. It's on the Dickerson record label. I have something else on this label. I don't recall what it is. But anyway, let us continue. Let's fill a request now for Busta Bass. Actually, this is I found this record, Busta, finally. This we're going to play this. Well, this is kind of like an answer record, I think. But this singer up next is originally from Brookhaven, Massachusetts. Now, he would move to Memphis, Tennessee, and he would work as a disc jockey, then relocate to Chicago, first recording for the Salem label back in 1961. Other releases came out on CJ Records and Jive Records before he signed with the USA label in 1964. And Busta requested his first, and this is, I don't want to call it a cover because it's not really a cover, although it does give a writer credit to the original writer of the song, and that's Curtis Mayfield. So what can we call it? A reinterpretation, maybe, of it? But I'm going to play the original after this, so we'll talk about it. The song, originally written by Curtis Mayfield, it was called I Need to Belong, was the name of the tune. I think that's what's on because it comes with different titles. They were like, my copy says, what do I do with my copy? I don't see it here. I just have, yeah, here it is. It's the VJ press is, my copy says I Need to Belong. But, so I don't know why Charlene's got here the longer title, because I think it did come out with a longer title. But Mayfield did write it specifically for Jerry Butler, so we will hear the original. But Busta requested this reinterpretation. Let's give a listen to Al Perkins. But on the single, it says Archie, which sounds like a girl. I guess Archie could be a girl, right? But you could be the judge. Archie and Al Perkins, from January 64, going out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. It's called You Can Belong to Someone. This is on USA Records. This is for Busta Bass in our chat room.
Oh, yeah, to someone. Yeah, to someone. I need to belong to someone. It hurts to be known and no one. Stop your crying and come to me.
child. I care for you, give you love and sympathy. Don't hide your needs from the world anymore. I understand you're only a man, and a man needs to belong to someone. And I can be known as that someone. I am that sweet girl who bring love into your world, and you can belong to someone. Don't hide your needs from the world anymore. I understand you're only a man, and a man needs to belong to someone. And I can be known as that someone.
You're that sweet girl who bring love into my world, yeah. Now I belong to someone. Oh, yeah, to someone. Yeah, to someone. Now I belong to someone. Now I belong to someone. Now I belong to someone.
So that was mainly Archie singing on that. And Archie's got to be a chick, I have to say. I don't think it's a guy. Archie is a gal. That's Archie and Al Perkins, January 64. That one there by request for Bust the Bass on the USA record label You Can Belong to Someone. So we're going to do the comparison here. We're going to play the original. This song, I think, inspired Al Perkins to put that tune out, as done by Jerry Butler. And I think the Impressions, they are backing Jerry Butler up on this, too. This would be the late Jerry Butler, and this was his 15th release on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. This is arranged by Riley Hampton, and this charted number 31 on the Billboard charts, number 38 on Cashbox, number 2 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned into WOOK out of Washington, D.C. Let's go to October of 63. For the late Jerry Butler and the tune called Need to Belong. This is for Bust the Bass.
I need to belong to someone. It hurts to be known as no one will ever some sweet girl bring love into my world, 'cause I need to belong to someone. I wanna be kissed and held tight, want to be missed on a cold, lonely night. Somebody hear my plea and call out to me, 'cause I need to belong to someone. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. No one cares for me. I've never known sympathy. I hide my needs from the world with a smile. But understand, I'm only a man, and a man belong, yes he does, to someone. A man hates to be known as no one will ever some sweet girl bring love into my world, 'cause I need to belong to someone. Oh, I hide my needs from the world with a smile. But understand, I'm only a man, and a man needs to belong to someone. someone. A man hates to be known as no one. Oh, send me a girl to bring love into my world, 'cause I need to belong to someone. Need to belong to someone. Belong to someone. Well, I wanna belong to somebody just like you. Someone I can tell my troubles to.
There you go. That's the original there by request for listener Buster Bass in our YouTube chat room, October 63. That's the Iceman, who we just lost, unfortunately. Such a great singer he was. Jerry Butler. Jerry Butler, his 15th release on the VJ record label, Need to Belong is the name of the tune. Those of you that are new need to belong to Johnny G's subscription, and that gives us an alleyway, like a small alleyway, to be able to play some records that I won't get shut down on, because sometimes I can't avoid the copyright police. They're always out. They have not come out. Usually they won't be out in the first 2 hours of the show, but then, I mean, it was like 3 minutes before 2 hours and they shut me down. But they've been good lately, and this is our first show. This is a soul show, and I love soul music, always have. My aunt was she had all these soul records in her collection, but this is the first show of the week. We're here till about midnight. I got a 78 show tomorrow, beginning at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have 78s pulled to play tomorrow. I haven't done any of the notes on them yet, but I have them. But and then I'll be back on Saturday night. I have a big show on Saturday night to play 1950s and early 60s rhythm and blues vocal group style. But this is on my soul show, and girl groups and whatnot that we feature here. And the show has really been exploding. So I plead with you, if you can subscribe to the program, it's very important. Plus you'll get notifications when I go live. You should click that bell and give me a thumbs up for that. That's 2, because they're happy with the podcast, but their AI is the thing that drives me batty. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. I was able to find a couple of records for Ron. And again, if you do have a request for a favorite soul tune, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Some people also they type it on my YouTube wall there. You can be making comments. And other people instant message me on Facebook. You can go to John Galindo on Facebook. I didn't post. It's funny. I posted some 45s on Facebook, but I'm not playing those records tonight. So I kind of teasing the audience with like the Jelly Beans on Esky and some other records there. The Brothers of Soul, they do a great record. I guess that don't make me a loser. That's a great record. But let's fill this request now for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. I guess we can call this a husband and wife team, at least for a while they were. They were originally from St. Louis, Missouri. Actually, he was from Clarksdale, Mississippi, and she was from Nutbush, Tennessee. And her name, Anna Mae Bullock, and he was Ike Turner. He's been around. He was around for a while earlier, prior to this release. I remember seeing him. I was watching an old clip of Judge Judy. He was on the Judge Judy show. Ike Turner, he was. I was like shocked. But they're Ike Turner and Anna Mae Bullock, better known as Ike and Tina Turner. And she began singing with Ike's band and the Kings of Rhythm. And their first record was a big, big hit. I think I have featured it here on the program from 1960, A Fool in Love. I need their true first release, which I think is only on a 78. That's a great record, I'd say, but I don't have it. Reed, do you have that 78? I would love to have that 78. But they recorded for a number of different labels during their career. Now, they did also a lot of covers, and this is actually, officially, they have a version of lots of other singers' tunes. And this song, originally done by Chuck Jackson in 1963 on the Juan record label. But they recorded 2 for the Loma label. This was their first. This came out in February of 65, and this bubbled under on the Billboard charts at number 106, but was number 33 on the R&B chart, and this was a number 17 on WAME out of Miami, Florida. From February 65, by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room, Ike and Tina Turner on the Loma label, and their rendition of the tune, Tell Her I'm Not Home. This is for Ron Harry.
Hello?
Hello, may I please speak to...
I don't want to talk to the girl till I ain't home.
He's not home.
Thank you.
Don't you lie to me. No, don't lie. Don't you lie to me. No, don't lie. Don't you lie to me.
If you don't want me, tell me not to phone. Every time I call you on the phone, they tell me that you're not at home. And just last night, when I called you, before I could say hello, I could hear you whispering
In the background.
yes, you was mumbling
In the background.
telling them to tell me
Telling them to tell me.
that you're not at home,
Not home.
not home,
Not home.
not home. If by chance you found somebody new, and you don't know what to do, I feel better when I called you. If you would ask me not to phone, then I wouldn't have to hear you.
In the background.
I said you wouldn't have to mumble,
In the background.
telling them to tell me
Telling them to tell me.
that you're not at home,
Not home.
not home,
Not home.
Oh, don't lie,
Don't you lie. Don't you lie to me.
baby, don't you lie.
Don't you lie. Don't you lie.
No, don't lie.
Don't you lie. Don't you lie to me.
'Cause if you don't wanna talk to me, baby, please tell me why. And the next time I call you on the phone, don't let them tell me that you're not at home. I feel better when I called you. If you told me I'm on my own, then I wouldn't have to hear you.
In the background.
I said you wouldn't have to mumble,
In the background.
telling them to tell me
Telling them to tell me.
that you're not at home,
Not home.
not home.
Not home.
Oh, don't lie,
Don't you lie. Don't you lie to me.
baby, don't you lie.
Don't you lie. Don't you lie.
No, don't lie.
Don't you lie. Don't you lie to me.
Yeah, that's the sound of Ike and Tina Turner here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there by request for Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room, February 65, with Tell Her I'm Not Home, the Chuck Jackson tune, their first of 2 on the Loma record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener George Chestnut. I don't know if George is in the chat room or tuned into the program. Say hi to George Chestnut. Got a whole page. George has a whole page of requests. here to play on the program. So I have my choosing here, because I chose this Sound of Philadelphia here on the Vinyltreasure show. This group included Albert Beyer, Joe Firo, Paul Firo, Ken Goodman, and Jerry Utter. Collectively, they were known as the Destinations, and this is their debut single. Came out on the Cameo record label, but this was their very next release. Came out on a label called Ando, A-N-D-O Records. It's produced by Bobby Martin, big Philadelphia name there, and Morris Bailey. This charted number 25 on WDAS. If you were listening in the Philadelphia, let's go to November 1968 by request for George Chestnut, The Destinations on Ando Records. It's called I Can't Leave You for George Chestnut. Well, that sounds like Philadelphia to Johnny G. There you go. That's by request for George Chestnut. I miss you, George. Are you in the chat room there? I'm missing Johnny G. If I miss saying hello to you, I apologize there, as I've been kind of printing little notes out here. So if I see you in there real quick, I will I'll say hello there. I see Leonard Mancini's in the room there, as we heard The Destinations, November 1968. That's on the Ando record label. I Can't Leave You is the name of the tune. I think they do that. They're lip-syncing that tune on what is that show? So there was a show. There was a show out of Philadelphia. The clips are on the on YouTube. Pretty cool. There's some rare footage there of many of the Philadelphia-based groups. I forget who. Somebody type in who it is. But anyway, Johnny G here. That's for George Chestnut. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here. And let's fill a request for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. And I have this on cool yellow vinyl, which means it's a promo here. And this group formed while stationed at Randolph Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas. They signed with Abe Epstein's Dynamic label. High Lit, there you go. Thank you, Avatar. On the High Lit show, that's what I meant. They signed with Abe Epstein's Dynamic Records. Had 4 great releases on the label. I only have 2 of them. I don't have the other 2. I have their first one. Their first was their biggest hit, a great record, actually 2-sided 45, No Time for You. But Chris requested their second release, actually both sides of this. This tune, written by the lead singer, his name is Dan Henderson, was produced by the label owner Abe Epstein, and this is from November of '66. This is going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to The Commands. The Commands on the Dynamic record label. It's called Around the Go-Go for Chris Reed. Yeah, that's going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of The Commands from November 1966. What I said that was their second release. Around the Go-Go is the name of the tune. That's a Dan Henderson on lead, and that's on the Dynamic record label. Chris also requested the flip side here. Actually, a lot of their tune, they got great records in general. We're going to say that. So let's flip it over here. And give a listen to the B-side here. This tune written by lead singer Dan Henderson, again produced by the label owner Abe Epstein, November 66. The B-side to Around the Go-Go. These are The Commands with their tune called Don't Be Afraid to Love Me. This is for Chris Reed.
Just give it a chance to. Maybe our love will grow. Behind my smile there lies a pain, deeper down inside. It hurts so bad, so hard of mine. I cannot hide. Yeah. Can't you see me? I'm so sad. Can't you help me? Come on, and I'm making me glad. Just like the birds and bees. Baby. Please, please, don't be afraid to love me. Don't be afraid to love me. Yeah, like I love you.
Yeah, so what did you think about that two-sided 45? I think it's a pretty cool record, I have to say. Sound of the Commands there, that's their second record. That one they're going out to listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. That's Don't Be Afraid to Love. And prior to that, you heard the A-side, Around the Go-Go, and that featured the Dan Henderson. He was the lead singer on that. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening. I am your disc jockey right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. It is 42 and mostly cloudy here in Westchester County, New York. The weather has been frightening frigid. It has been. It's been cold, but let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. This gal born in Hollandale, Mississippi, then relocating to Chicago, Illinois. Her real name was Ruby Stackhouse. She first recorded for the Kelman label in 1965 under her real name. Then in 1967, she signed with Ricardo Williams' Zodiac label out of Stokey, Illinois, and recorded under the alias of Ruby Andrews. She would have 14 releases on the Zodiac label. I often get a request for her most in-demand Northern tune, which I do not have, unfortunately, but I turned it down. It was too expensive when I was offered the record. But James requested her third release, which was her biggest hit. Tune written by Joe Armstead and Milton Middleton. This charted number 52 on Cashbox, 51 on the Billboard chart, number 9 on the Billboard R&B chart, and a big number 1 record. You would expect it on WBEE in Chicago, Illinois. Let's go back to June of 1967. This is going out to James Brown, Miss Ruby Andrews. Ruby Andrews on Zodiac. It's called Casanova, parentheses, Your Playing Days Are Over, for James Brown. There you go. That one there going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Ruby Andrews. That was her big hit from June of '67, Casanova, Your Playing Days Are Over. It's on the Zodiac record label. That is on Styrene. It plays pretty. You see the nice, quiet records, ballads sound good on the Styrene press. It's when they get those highs and then they start to wear out kind of funny. But anyway, what is your Zodiac sign? I am a Virgo. I am September 3rd. I am a Virgo. And Barbara's a Scorpio. You know how Scorpios can be. My Aunt Mary was a Scorpio. She really had an anger streak with her. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room as I lost my place here. I had it here in front of me. And where is it? And here he is. Okay, this group, they hail from Chicago Heights, Illinois. Okay, wherever that is. They signed with ABC Paramount Records in 1964. They were first known as the Marvellos, not to be confused with a group with the same name out of Los Angeles, California. The Chicago-based group had 9 releases on ABC, 5 as the Marvellos, and 4 they would change it to the Mighty Marvellos. And here is their 6th overall release for ABC Records. Tune written by a group member Melvin Mason, produced and arranged by Johnny Pate. It features Johnny Payton on lead. This is from November '67 by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. The Mighty Marvellos on ABC. It's called Talkin' 'Bout Ya Baby for Frank.
It's so hard to find a girl who will love you. It's so hard to find someone who will be true. So my love, take my advice. Stay sweet and kind, and always be nice. Yeah, baby. Talking about your baby, alright. Talking about your girl now, alright. Talking about your baby, alright. Oh yeah. I told you to leave, get out of my life, but now I've changed my mind. I wanna walk you back in my life, but you are so wrong, and I shouldn't forgive you, but you know I love you, and that's all. Oh, baby, please don't go. Oh, baby, baby, don't you walk out that door. Said, oh, my love,
baby. Alright, talking about a yeah.
Yeah, whoops. I don't know why my channel, well, you got me on stereo there, Doug. That's probably why. But I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with this mixer here. Doug says I'm only in one channel. I don't know. Maybe it says stereo here, but I play in mono as it is anyway. But there you go, by request for listener Frank Gingaro, November 1967. They're called the Mighty Marvellos. It's on the ABC Paramount record label. Talkin' 'Bout Ya Baby is the name of the tune. That's Johnny Payton on lead. Let's flip it over here. And I didn't have it scheduled to play, but I think the flip side is good. I think Frank mentioned it on his email to Johnny G. And we're going to flip the 45 over because this side is good too. A lot of great records in the 1960s, folks. And let's flip it over. We'll send this side out to Frank Gingaro also. The Mighty Marvellos. And this side is called In the Morning. The Mighty Marvellos from November 1967. Well, that is a good choice there. Actually, Frank mentioned it and said I didn't see Mark Speck. Excuse me. Mark Speck mentioned it in the chat room there, but that is a great two-sided 45. In the Morning is the name of the tune. That is the Mighty Marvellos. That is their, what is that? I said fifth. It's their sixth release. Their sixth of nine on the ABC record label. That is Johnny Payton on lead. November 1967. The flip side we featured Talkin' 'Bout Ya Baby. Everybody talking about Johnny G here. Again, if you have a request, please send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. We have lots of requests to get to, but I tell you, today a totally discombobulated day. I'll be better tomorrow and even better on Saturday. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Now, Greg Zurich sold me this record. This is not an easy record to find. And I lost my place. This group, well, I don't know anything about this group. I think possibly the lead singer on this is a gal by the name of Fiola E. Christian, but I can't be sure. But she gets writer credit on both sides. And with these small independent labels, usually the singer or the lead singer is the writer. This is on a label out of Mobile, Alabama. It's on the Destiny record label. All I know is Greg Surik charged me some bucks for this. It's from 1963. They're called the Silverletts, Silverletts, the Silverletts on Destiny, and this is by request for Adrian Viterbo. He's listening down in Mexico. The song is called I Miss You. This is for Adrian.
My darling, I need you right here by my side forever and ever, right here by my side. Oh, how I miss you. Oh, how I miss you. Wish you could be. Wish you could be. Oh, how long must I wait for you to come to me? My darling, I need you right here by my side forever and ever, right here by my side. Oh, how I miss you. Oh, how I miss you. Wish you could be. Oh, how long must I wait for you to come to me? See me, darling, wherever you are. Darling, I must express myself completely as I can. With these few words, I hope that it reach you. Darling, I love you.
There you go. Whoops. Johnny G losing his mind here. Hold on a second while I print this page out. Oh, goodness here. As fill a request here for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room there. That's the sound of the Silverletts. You're my printer? Silverletts. The Silverletts there from 1963. It's on the Destiny record label. I Miss You is the name of the tune. If you miss Johnny G, you can tune in on the archive. It should be up momentarily after we close down here, although it was blocked last week. So we're doing okay tonight. We're doing okay. Let's fill a request now for listener David Silberg. Last week I paid tribute to the late Lenny Welch. I played his release on Cadence Records. His what number release was this? Charlene doesn't say. I think it was his last release. No, I forget. It was February 62. It was called It's Just Not That Easy. It was on Archie Blier's Cadence record label. Unfortunate that Lenny Welch passed away April 9th of 2025 at the age of 86. I have a couple other records to play by him, but David Silberg requested the flip side of that, It's Just Not That Easy. It's from February of 62. And it's a song he wrote. So Lenny Welch wrote this tune from February 62. The late Lenny Welch on the Cadence record label. It's called Mama Don't You Hit That Boy. This is for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room.
I still remember when I went to my first dance. Ma said, son, be home by 10 now, or you won't get another chance. When I got home about 3:45, there stood Ma behind the front door. She raised her hand and she started to swing. Just about then, Papa stopped everything. He said, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, the boy's growing up and he's beginning to sprout. You can't keep him in, you got to let him out. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, remember those days when we were young. We stayed out late and we had a lot of fun. And we didn't get home until the dance was done. So when you think of those days, you'd better think about your son. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, you know I believe in what's right is right, but you ain't right if you hit him tonight. Okay, he went out tonight to have some fun, but to him, my dear, the fun just begun. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, you know I believe in what's right is right, but you ain't right if you hit him tonight. Okay, he went out tonight to have some fun, but to him, my dear, the fun's just begun. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, Mama, don't you hit that boy. Hey, Mama, don't you hit that boy. He said, Mama.
There you go, by request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. That's February 62 release there for Mr. Lenny Welch, the late Lenny Welch, as we remember him here on the Vinyltreasure show. Mama, Don't You Hit That Boy is the name of the tune. I wish Charlene had the number here. I don't know which one that was, but anyway, let us continue here, and let's fill a request for a listener by the name of Sounds of Silence. And hold on, I got to make this a little bit bigger here because I can't see it. And now I can see it. As we're going to give a listen to Jackie Wilson. Jackie Wilson, of course, he replaced Clyde McPhatter as the lead singer of the Dominoes, but he left the Dominoes for a solo career. So many great releases, over 60 releases, 60 releases for the Brunswick label. And he was also known as Mr. Excitement. And Sound of Silence requested his 37th release on the Brunswick record label. This tune produced by Nat Tarnpool and Eddie Singleton. It's arranged by Dale Warren. This charted number 5. If you were listening, a big number 5 on KDAY out in Los Angeles. California, from September of 1965. Let's give a listen to Jackie Wilson, the great Jackie Wilson on Brunswick Records. It's called I Believe I'll Love On. This is for Sound of Silence.
Take it nice and easy, baby. All right, I gotta say yeah. I'll say yeah. Gotta say yeah. Yeah. Gotta say yeah. All right, a little bit loud. All right, a little bit loud. All right, a little bit loud. All right, now you see you wanna love in the morning. You see you wanna look at that and me that night. You see you wanna make up the all the things that the Lord you wanna treat the daddy right. Hey, baby, I'm all right now, baby. I believe come on, all right. The way you walk, and the way you talk, baby. All right, yeah, baby, it's all right.
Boy, if you people are still dancing there, you're not tuckered out yet. Johnny G's been tuckered out, though. There you go. That one there going out to Sounds of Silence. That September 1965 release there. I can't see so well. Jackie Wilson there. The great Jackie Wilson. Definitely Mr. Excitement on that. I Believe I'll Love On is the name of the tune on the Brunswick record label. Let us continue here. I haven't played a record for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Going to play both sides of this release by this singer born in Albany, Georgia, of course raised in Greenville, Florida, talking about Mr. Ray Charles. Ray Charles, first recorded back in 1949 for the Downbeat label, and signed with Atlantic Records in 1952, had lots of releases on the Atlantic label, I think about 33 or so, maybe 34. Then he signed with ABC Paramount, in 1960 had 51 releases through 1973. Now, Edmund requested if Charlene counted these, this is his 28th release. And this was a big hit for him. So here we go. We do really our first test, because this will be truly a test with the copyright police. And this record isn't even in great shape. I would feel better with the flip side, but let's try this. Mr. Ray Charles, number 6 on the Billboard chart, number 5 on the R&B chart, and big number 1 record on KNUZ in Houston, Texas. This song originally recorded in 1964, a year earlier, by Buck Owens. Buck Owens did it on the Capitol record label first. But let's see if the copyright police come out. November 65, Ray Charles, by request for Edmund Williams. His rendition of the tune, Crying Time, because Johnny G will be crying soon.
Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, oh, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that tears are only rain to make love grow. Well, my love for you could never grow no stronger, if I live to be 100 years old. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, yeah, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now you say you found someone that you love better. That's the way it's happened every time before. And as sure as the sun comes up tomorrow, crying time will start when you walk out the door. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, all right now, that it won't be long before it's crying time. That it won't be long before it's crying time.
There you go. Hits here on the Vinyltreasure show. The great Ray Charles there from November 1965. By request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. His rendition of the Buck Owens tune, Crying Time. Well, Johnny G ain't crying because the Copyright Police did not come out. But Edmund also requested the flip side of this, and this is also a cover tune. This song originally done back in 1936 by Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians on the Victor label, but it was done by so many other artists through the years. This tune written by Dave Franklin and Cliff Friend from November of 65. This is the B-side to Crying Time. Mr. Ray Charles with his rendition of the tune When My Dreamboat Comes Home. This is for Edmund Williams.
When my dreamboat comes home, then my dream no more will roam. I will meet you, yeah, and greet you, oh, hold you closely, my own. Moonlit waters will sing of the tender love you bring. We're gonna be sweethearts, yeah, forever. Oh, when my dreamboats come home. When my dreamboat comes home, then my dream no more.
home.
When my dreamboat
Come home.
comes home. When my dreamboat
When my dreamboat,
comes home.
when she comes home,
When my dreams no more
in my dream no more.
will roam. I will take you and treat you,
And greet you,
hold you closely.
hold you closely. My own
Morning
living water,
we'll sing
we'll sing
of the tender love
of the tender love
you bring.
you bring.
We'll be sweethearts
Forever,
when my dreamboat,
when my dreamboat,
my dreamboat,
when my dreamboat, when my dreamboat.
There you go, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. The great sound of Ray Charles. That's the flip side of Crying Time by request for listener Edmund Williams' November 65 release on the ABC Paramount record label, When My Dreamboat Comes Along. Has your dreamboat came along yet? Has your dreamboat did I say that right? Come along? Yeah. No. Well, I don't know if mine has or not, but we will continue here. Let's backtrack a little bit to listener David Silberg, and he asks, I didn't see it, so Charlene, when you see Charlene do a private, Johnny, I am, that means I missed something in the chat room. If I don't answer you, I didn't see it. So but we're going to flip it over here. We can do instant requests here. I think I can do them on the 78 show. I think I can. Well, it depends, because sometimes I don't want to go that late. But I do it here, so I have like I said, I have a bunch of requests here that are all on the table here to play. But we're going to do this instant request for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. We featured for Sounds of Silence, we featured Jackie Wilson. What was the song again, Johnny G? As You Draw a Blank here. For Sounds of Silence, I think, page 2. It's I gotta read. It was called I Believe I'll Love You. So no, I'll Believe I'll Love On. I have it on the screen here. By the way, I have to get a new PC and probably a bunch of monitors here. So I'm going to have like monitors all along here with different cameras. They took pictures of up here. So we're going to have like a camera there and a camera here and a camera over there. And I think he's going to show me how to work on the program here. So that should be pretty cool, right? And we'll see. I'll keep you informed. But anyway, let's flip over that Jackie Wilson record for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room, as Jackie resung his first hit for Brunswick Records. It's called Lonely Teardrops. You know, Berry Gordy Jr. co-wrote this tune. He did. So by request, instant request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room, the great Jackie Wilson on Brunswick Records. This one from November 65? September 65, yes. A resung version of Lonely Teardrops for David Silberg.
My heart is crying, teardrops. My pillows never dry of lonely teardrops. Come home, come on home, baby. Say you will, say you will. I'm crying on the teardrops.
instant requests here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. That's Jackie Wilson, Resung his first release for the Brunswick label, Lonely Teardrops. And they did not come out on this one. No copyright police. So he got away with it. The great Jackie Wilson. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show and fill a request for listener Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, for this next singer, born James Moore, just outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He played both the guitar and the neck rack harmonica. He would sign with Ernie Young's Excello Records in 1957. Now, to differentiate himself from another artist also recording for the Excello label by the name of Harmonica Slim, he took his wife's suggestion to be called Slim Harpo, and his biggest hit was in 1966, a song called Baby Scratch My Back. That was his 12th release for the Excello record label. He had 22 in all between 1957 and 1970. Now, Oldies Fan requested his 6th, a tune written by James Moore, a.k.a. Slim, okay, and Jerry West, a.k.a. J.D.J. Miller. This charted number 34 on Billboard, 17 on the R&B chart, and a big #1 record if you were tuned in to KBOX in Dallas, Texas, and also #1 on KILT, Kilt Radio in Kilt Records. How about KILT in Houston, Texas, Johnny? January 1961, going out to Oldies Fan, Mr. Slim Harpo with Raining in My Heart. This is for Joseph Smith, Oldies Fan.
Raining in my heart since we've been apart. I know I was wrong. Baby, please come home. You got me crying. Come back home. There'll be no need for me to cry. Raining in my heart since we've been apart. I know I was wrong. Baby, please come home.
There you go with that cold ending there. That's called a cold ending. Johnny G's Vinyltreasure show, far from cold, though. It is very warm. There you go. That's for Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan. From January 1961, Mr. Slim Harpo on the Excello record label, Raining in My Heart is the name of the tune. Let's do an instant request for Tim in our YouTube chat room. As he says, Tim Allen says, oh man, the Copyright Police came out just now on that song. So Tim Allen says the flip side is good. So we're going to flip it over here. Copyright Police just showed their head. There it is. It's like, well, that's about the time they may come out here. So let's flip this 45 over. And give a listen to the, it's called R&B. What do they call the other? Yeah, they're calling this R&B on this Ernie Young did. Okay. Let's try it here. It's an instant request for Tim Allen in our YouTube chat room. Let's flip over Rainin' in My Heart by Slim Harpo from January 61. You get this tune. It's called Don't... Come on, Johnny. Don't Start Crying Now. There you go. That's going out to Tim Allen in our YouTube chat room.
You ain't never had to cry, baby. Don't start crying now. You ain't never had to cry, baby. Don't start crying now. You ain't never loved me, baby. Didn't mean me no good, no how. Don't mean you no good. Well, the man you got, baby, he don't mean you no good. He just reckon you, darling, in your neighborhood. Well, cry, cry, baby, you can cry here all night long. You can cry, cry, baby, cry, cry all night long. But when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna find your good man gone. Oh, yes, you will. You woman, take one look at mine. You've been bragging about your woman, take one look at mine. She's just as sweet as any angel, wanna love me most all the time.
There you go. Never expected it to be that fast there, but that is a cool tune there. Thank you, Tim Allen. That's by request for listener Tim Allen in our YouTube chat room. Don't Stop Crying Now is the name of the tune. That is the flip side of Rainin' in My Heart, as a request for Joseph Smith from January 61, the great Slim Harpo on Ernie Young's Excello record label. Let's get with a touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition and fill a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. This next artist first recorded under different names, different aliases. He recorded under his birth name, which was known as Virgil Blanding. What is that, Charlene, with Gill in parentheses? Virgil Blanding, oh, I got it, in 1964 on the Riva label, then as Gil Blanding in 1966 on the Ready label, then as Virgil, what is that, Charlene? What is that? Virgil, wait a minute. Virgil Bland, wait a minute. His, then as Virgil, wait a minute. Is that Banding? Bianding? I don't know. Could be a typo there, or Johnny G's losing his mind. Maybe Virgil Blanding. I don't know, on Verve Records and Moonshot. And on this release, which is actually on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label as Virgil Henry. This first came out on the Jerry Ross's Colossus label in 1970, but Berry Gordy Jr. contacted Virgil about working with MOTOWN, and this came out on the Tamla label. I guess that's how it is. It's written and produced by Richie Adams. Of course, Richie Adams, he was the lead singer of the Fireflies, and Mark Barkin. And this was from November of 1961. That's the press I have. I found it in the wild for 10 cents. You can't go wrong. Virgil Henry here for Leonard Mancini. It's called You Ain't Saying Nothing New for Leonard Mancini. And touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. That one there by request for Leonard Mancini. I have the Tamla release there. Copyright Police out on this record too, by the way. I wonder if it's Motown related here at this time. But that one there from November 71 originally came out in 1970, a year earlier. Virgil Henry's his name. Virgil Henry. You Ain't Saying Nothing New. Johnny G's always saying something new. And if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If you and if I have the record, I'll play it. It fits the format of the program. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can get rid of these copyright police. I know if I probably get up to like 5,000, I wouldn't have to worry as much with these records. I don't think I have to worry about this record. I don't know. We'll see. Mr. Bust the Bass requested this gal. Request for listener Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. This gal born in Lebanon, Tennessee, but she was raised in Cleveland, Ohio. Her name, Dorothy Kimberly Tolliver, and she at one time was married to Fred Briggs, who recorded for Congress Records back in 1964, but she made her debut back in 1967 with a release on the Sure Shot label. Then in 1969, she signed with Jack Taylor's Rojack Records out of New York City. She had 4 releases on the label. Busta requested her third, and this is a song that was first done back in 1959, first by Little Willie John for the King record label, a tune written by Sonny Thompson. This did chart regionally. This charted here in New York City on WLIB, a number 13 record. Let's go to December of 1969 by request for Bust the Bass. Here is Kim Tolliver. Kim Tolliver on Rojack. It's called Let Them Talk for Bust the Bass.
No matter where you go, what you do, or how you do it, people are gonna talk about you anyway. But when they talk about me, I just kinda let them talk if they want to. Oh, but talk, oh no, it don't bother me. Oh, because I want the whole wide world to know. Oh, my, I love, said I love you so. Let them whisper, for they know not why. How can they know? Oh, baby, what's between you and I? Oh, because I wanna go on. Now if you let me go on loving you, oh, until, oh, the day, oh, that I die. But oh, listen to me, they're trying to break up our romance. Yes, they are. But tell them from me, baby, why can't you tell them they don't have a chance? And listen, my love, we have the kind of love, I know that it's so strong. Listen, baby, we'll be together from now on. I'll gossip. It come from the devil's workshop. And I know true love can make it stop. But that's all right, because I want the whole. You just got to let them know for me. Oh, my, oh, baby, said I love you so. But oh, you're envious of everything that you may do. But listen, baby, it's so wonderful. Just when you let someone, yes it is, and that someone love.
There you go. By request for Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's Miss Kim Tolliver, her third of four for the Rojack record label, December 1969. Her rendition of the tune Let Them Talk. Johnny G talking here while the copyright police are out and about. You see, the problem with them is now, once they come out, they stay out. And so even though there might be some type of non-monetization, I think that's what they're basically saying, but it doesn't count as a shutdown, though. So just because they're out doesn't mean that they're going to shut me down, although, as I didn't put the needle on, I didn't put the needle on this record here. So let's fill a request now for listener George Chestnut, because I like this record. I do. As we head to Cincinnati, Ohio for this group, they would move to New Jersey. I don't know what year it was, maybe 1957, I think. They would move to New Jersey, recorded for a variety of labels. Their first release was on the Teenage record label, great two-sided 45 that they do on Teenage. You would hear that on my Saturday night show. But I guess their was their biggest hit, or I should say their first biggest hit, was a song called Shout. But they have so many great Twist and Shout, because that was 1959, I'd say. But they had their career. I mean, it was funny because they had, like, in every decade, they would always come back with hits. And in the 1960s, maybe 1966, I think, they signed with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label. And this is a tune written by Ivy Joe Hunter. I forgot. I was going to tell Busta Bass, I think on the last show, you typed in Ivory, I think, versus Ivy. They are two different people. There's Ivory Joe Hunter and this writer, Ivy Joe Hunter, who was one of the co-writers of this tune, along with Leon Ware and Stephen Bowden. And this was a number 10 record on WOL in Washington, D.C. It features Ronald Isley on lead. You know I'm talking about the Isley Brothers. This is by request for listener George Chestnut, a March 67. The Isley Brothers on the Tamla label. It's called, wait a minute, I messed up. It's not this side. It's called, it's this side, Johnny. You messed up. It's called Got to Have You Back for George Chestnut.
I
Yeah, there you go. That one there going out to George Chestnut, The Sound of the Isley Brothers. That's a cool tune. I don't think I played that a long, long time ago here on the program. March 1967, that's Ronald Isley on lead on the Tamla record label. I Got to Have You Back is the name of the tune. Interesting thing about the Isley Brothers, they were recording for, I forget the label, but they were at the Sony BMG offices. And when they would, they came into the building, they had bodyguards with them. I forget. Well, Ronald, I think it was Ronald. He had this white fur coat on. It was about this big. It was his giant fur coat, and he had like this hat on. He had a hat on and this fur coat and kind of rings and things on his fingers. When they were, I don't know where they were going, but they were going up to whatever to speak to the brass up there in with Sony Music, I guess. But anyway, great sound there. Let us continue here on the All 60s edition. Again, if you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is our first show of the week. We're live on Oldies and More Radio, oldiesandmore.com, and also live on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 to 6. With 78s out of my collection. So 19, I think I got I got three great records, three great ballads in 1958 that you normally don't see on a 78. And also, I think I'm starting with 1932. I think it's a Mills Brothers record. But anyway, it should be fun. It's always fun when Johnny G's in the studio. But and then I'll be back Saturday night. So if you have any requests, please send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And I play the records tomorrow and the 78s and the 45s on Saturday at 9 p.m. by year. So when you send me a request and I tell you that if you tell me one or two, I'll play them. If you know the year, you'll know the block when it'll come in. So if you don't care for the early sides and you want to come in maybe 1956 or 57, you can come in. You'll hear, you can even ask, what year is Johnny G? And that's for Timothy. For Timothy, I'd have to say, because he's like, Johnny G, did you play my request? I do. And when you're there, and sometimes, you can't be around, and so that's okay. That's what the archive is for. It's a good thing. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Here's another tune that I really like. This gal, she was born in Salem, Michigan, first recording for the Karen label, ouch, in 1961. Her debut single would get picked up by Atlantic Records, would become her first release on Atlantic. What was the song? It was called I think it was called Hello Stranger. Yeah, that was her first record for Atlantic Records. And she had 17 releases on Atlantic between 62 and 69. This was her seventh that James requested. This tune written by Bob Crew, Denny Randell, and Sandy Linzer. And the interesting thing about this record, as they did often, is the Dells would back her up. The Dells did lots of background singing for a number of artists, and as also with their great releases. This record bubbled under at number 113, was a number 29 record on WXYZ, if you were listening, out of Detroit. Let's go to October of 1964 by request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room, the great Barbara Lewis. Barbara Lewis on Atlantic. The song is called Pushin' a Good Thing Too Far for James Brown.
Been given in to you. I'm at the point of no return. I'm burning, but it's time you learned a thing or two. You're pushing a good thing. You're pushing place you're cheating, every place disgracing me. Now everybody's talking about it. They say I should walk right out on you. They see you're pushing a good thing. You're pushing a good thing. You're pushing a good thing too far.
Love so good when you're mad. Come on and kiss me.
Better listen good to what I'm saying. No more kiss until you stop playing gay.
Baby, I love you.
If you do, then don't you abuse me, or you will lose me. You're pushing a good thing. You're pushing a good thing. You're pushing a good thing too far. So keep on pushing. Come on, keep on pushing. Oh, I want you to keep pushing. Come on.
There you go, the great sound of Barbara Lewis here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to listener James Brown with the Dells backing her up. October 1964, Pushing a Good Thing Too Far is the name of the tune on the Atlantic record label. I misspoke. Didn't have down here that my heart went day is what that her first record was. I have it on the Karen record label too, by the way. Johnny G here, messing up a tough day for Johnny G. I am beat, but I will be back tomorrow afternoon as we continue here. And almost forgot about Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. Here's a request for Gary, and this is a B-side here. This group began recording back in 1961 for the Philly-based Gowan record label. And in 1966, they signed with Leon Huff and Kenny Gamble's Gamble Records. They had 24 releases through 1974 on the label. And Gary requested the B-side of their sixth release. Okay, the A-side was a hit for the group. Cowboys to Girls, a number 18 record. Well, no, I'm sorry, I take that back. That was a big hit for the group. Cowboys to Girls, a 45 that my aunt purchased. But Gary requested the B-side from February 1968. It features Sam Little Sonny Brown on lead. This tune written and produced by Gamble and Huff. Again, arranged by that name, Bobby Martin, a big Philly name there. And let's go to February 1968, the great sound of the Intruders on Gamble Records for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. It's called Turn Back the Hands of Time. I wish we could, but we cannot.
How many times in the middle of crying has it crossed my mind
chance never comes around, and some mistakes you never live them down. And if I had one wish to come true, this is what I do. I just turn them on back. Never let it cross my mind. Turn them on back. Cross my mind, baby. Turn them on back. Cross my mind. I just turn them on back. Turn them on back, baby. Turn them on back. Never, never let it cross my mind.
Whoops. Johnny G getting caught here. Hold on a second here. I am, yeah, here we go. I'm ready now. There you go, by request for listener Gary wait a minute, lost my place here. Hold on, where is my sheet here? Here we go. Alan Ray. Oh my, Johnny, you are messing up here. David Silberg, all these pages here. Here we go. Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Intruders' February 1968 release on the Gamble label. The flip side of Cowboys to Girls. I would love to play that record, but I am just afraid to play that record at this late stage of the show. Turn Back the Hands of Time, a very cool sound out of Philadelphia. Let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Amnon for this girl group called the Love Lights. Now, this is not the group out of Chicago that recorded for the Bandera and the Uni labels. This is a trio out of Brooklyn, New York. They included Joanna DiClemente, well, actually, it's not a girl group. It's got a guy in here, Louis Robbins and Linda Stern. And this was their only release. The tune written by Doc Pomus and Pete Andrioli and Vinnie Poncia. This came out on the Phil Spector and Danny Davis Fidan Records, and this is a styrene copy. I think this comes vinyl. I think this is a Delta West Coast Monarch Press. February 66, by request for listener Emnon, the Love Lights on Fidan Records. It's called When, in parentheses, When I Get Scared, for Emnon, the Love Lights.
Freedom
go there by request for listener M on the sound of the Love Lights. Love Lights, they're kind of like a Phil Spector Wall of sound there, I guess we can say, February 66. And there's a typo on here, I guess, that I messed that up. Or I don't know, when I transferred it, I thought it said Louis, but it should be Louise, I guess, Charlene, when I because that's my write-up here. And that should be Louise. I don't know where he got Louis from. But When I Get Scared is the name of the tune. The Love Lights on the Phi Dan label from February 66. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request here for Ron Harry. Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room as we go back to Memphis, Tennessee, as he was he's the father of Carla Thomas. He had several duets with her. And this is his 14th release, his 14 of 30 releases for the Stax record label. This tune written by Eddie Floyd, produced by Steve Cropper. This charted number 52 on KYAS. If you were tuned in to out of Kirkland, Washington, to that station, let's go to August of 1968 for Mr. Rufus Thomas here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Rufus Thomas on Stax for Ron Harry. The song is called Funky Mississippi. Rufus Harris.
Now everybody's talking about funky Broadway, and everybody's talking about funky Philadelphia. But I want to tell you about my hometown, funky Bahia, Mississippi. Come and go with me now, down in Mississippi. Come and go with me now, down in Mississippi. Now we got a street that we call Town Street, and that's where all the groovy country folks be. And on every corner they got a greasy spoon, and they do the boogaloo just like they want to. Now we don't have hippies down in Mississippi, but we funky just the same. Funky Mississippi, funky Mississippi. Hey, please, play me a little of that funky bass over there. Now that's the kind of music that make you want to do something. Oh, yeah. Hey, guitar. Play me a little of that funky guitar, will you? I like that. Oh, ain't that good? Play your guitar scheme. Oh, sure. Now that's what I call real funk. All the place you can get it is down in Mississippi. Come and go with me now, down in Mississippi. Come and go with me now, down in Mississippi. Now we don't have hippies down in Mississippi, but we funky just the same. Funky Mississippi on Saturday night. Yeah, down in Mississippi. Boy, it's so good. Way down in funky Mississippi.
There you go, that one there by request for Ron Harry, the sound of Rufus Thomas. I lost my place here, Johnny G. I got all these pages for it. Since I didn't put it in a nice file for Charlene, I had to Had to print all individual pages for all you requesters. This one here, Rufus Thomas, August 1968 release on the Stax record label for Ron Harry. Funky Mississippi is the name of the tune. I've never been to Mississippi. I'd like to visit Mississippi. I would, as we continue here. And fill a request. Oh, these things didn't print right, Mom, on this here. These pages here did not. I'm recycling some of my old pages and they didn't print out right. But let's fill a request for Bill Obe. I haven't played one for Bill Obe, who will be my in-studio guest soon. I can't come up with a date yet because I need to get my studios all set up. And his first show is going to be a gospel show. Will be here on the program on a Thursday afternoon, probably around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go back to my first when I used to start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll be on a Thursday sometime in the future. But let's go to California now with a request for Bill Obe. This gal was known. She was a regular on Dick Clark's Where the Action Is. She was a cute blonde. Her real name was Christina May. Well, her name was Christina May Volt, but she recorded as Tina Mason. She married Phil Fang Volk, V-O-L-K. He was a member of Paul Revere and the Raiders. Now, she had 3 releases on the Capitol record label, and Bill requested her second of 3. This song first done back in March of 1966 on the Uptown label by Gloria Jones. And this tune written by Tony Wine and Carol Bayer. Let's go to September of 1966 by request for Bill Obe, Miss Tina Mason on Capitol Records, and her rendition of the tune Finders Keepers for Bill.
You've been rotten just once too often, and you cheated on me twice before. Now you can save all your lies and your alibis, 'cause your baby don't want you no more. Oh, finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Well, I found him and I'm telling you. I said finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Now you lost him 'cause you were untrue. Time the walls go on and eat your heart, but it ain't gonna do you no good. Well, you double-crossed him and now you lost him 'cause you didn't treat him like you should. Finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Ain't you ever heard it as a child? I said finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Now you're weeping 'cause you've been too wild. Ain't about to give up my man, because my man means the world to me. I know you're not bright enough to know how really his love can be. I don't need to get my kicks by running around with every man I meet. And girl, I don't need to pull your tricks, 'cause I'll never have no eyes to keep. Oh, finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Ain't you ever heard it as a child? I said finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Now you're weeping 'cause you've been too wild. I said finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Well, I found him and I'm telling you. I said finders, keepers, losers, reapers. Now you weeping 'cause you've been too wild.
Yeah, that's going out to Bill Obe in New Jersey there. The sound of Tina Mason. Tina Mason, her second of 3 on the Capitol record label, September 66. Finders Keepers is the name of the tune. Did you ever say that here? Finders Keepers, losers. Listen, I found this Got to be careful if you're picking up money in the street nowadays. Could be a trap of some sort. But anyway, let us continue here. And let's fill a request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. For this next group from Fort Worth, Texas, feature them often here on the All 60s edition. They were formed by the lead singer Ronaldus Tandy, and they were known as the Van Dykes. Had 6 releases on the Mala record label. David requested their second, this tune written by the lead singer Ronaldus Tandy, produced by Charles Stewart. Their first of 6 on the Mala label. This bubbled under at number 109, was number 26 on the R&B chart, and a number 11 record if you were tuned in to WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to June of 1966 for the sound of the Van Dykes on Mala for David Silberg. It's called I've Got to Go On Without You, the Van Dykes.
Myself again, what would I do if you said, darling, our romance must end? Now the day has come to pass, but that question I no longer ask, because I think I have found an answer. It's I've got to go home.
With the great sound of the Van Dykes there from June of 1966. Ronaldus Tandy with that high falsetto voice there by request for listener David Silberg. I've Got to Go On Without You. That's on the Mala label. Yes, a painted on label. The cheapest way to make your labels. You don't need to stick any paper on it. So you don't have to put any glue. You don't have to buy the paper. You just have to keep with the ink, but on the label. Do not put alcohol on that label unless you want to erase it. I'm telling you from experience, and Johnny G learned at a young age. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. I almost lost my days too, although it is really Thursday. I'll be back this day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a 78 show, so tune in to that. And I am discombobulated today because I had two technicians here. We're going to revamp the Johnny G studios. So we're going to have special guests here. So if you have some cool records that Johnny G doesn't have, you're welcome to come here to play them here on the program. You can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com as we continue here. And fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro as we go out to California. This actually, Frank, I was debating to play this on the show because this record doesn't make it into the 60s. Well, I mean, I think it probably did because it was released in December of 1959. So, and I have played a record from 1959 that crossed over into 1960. So this would be like on the cusp of what we do here for a Wednesday evening. But we go out to California for this vocal group quartet. Two members of this group were previously members of the Barons that recorded for the Imperial record label, George Bonney and Andrew Fisher. But they had three releases on the Warner Brothers record label, and this was their third release with the big sound of Don Ralk. I think that's how I say it. Is it Ralk? I thought it's how you pronounce it. And his orchestra. This is from December of 59 for Frank Chingaro, the Marquees. Marquees, the Marquees on Warner Brothers. It's called Don't Be Mean, Geraldine, for Frank.
Stop. I hit my brakes and couldn't stop.
Geraldine, Geraldine, you're the meanest girl I've seen. Don't I treat you like a queen? Don't be mean, Geraldine. When I finally got you home, didn't I shine up your chrome? Took a cruise around the block. Began to knock.
And when your bells began to knock.
Geraldine, Geraldine, you're the meanest girl I've seen. Don't I treat you like a queen? Don't be mean, Geraldine. Push you into a garage, but the battery wouldn't charge. Cause your generator's dead.
Crack in your head.
Don't be mean, Geraldine. Dripping all the time. Your front end is out of line. But even if you told away, every month I gotta pay.
I gotta pay.
Geraldine, Geraldine, you're the meanest girl I've seen. Don't I treat you like a queen? Don't be mean, Geraldine. Geraldine, Geraldine, you're the meanest girl I've seen. Don't I treat you like a queen? Don't be mean, Geraldine. Look here, this shout is something else, man. Turn down on me way out here. Where am I anyway?
There you go, by request for listener Frank Chingaro. That's the sound of the Marquees, December 1959. 59 for that release, probably flowed into early 1960. The Marquis on Warner Brothers, Don't Be Mean, Geraldine. Remember Flip Wilson was Geraldine. This was a fun show to watch, the Flip Wilson show. Johnny G here, not flipping out yet. As we continue here, we are in Vinyltreasure Overtime on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Let's fill a request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat. It's a Flipside request for Adrian. Last week I featured A. Debbie was her name, and I think her name was Dee Pritchard. I think that is her. Debbie Pritchard, I think is her name, and featured it on the Jroo label, which was out of Philadelphia, called Here Is My Heart. Now, Adrian requested the flip side of this. Not an easy record to find. Greg Surik sold me this 45 from 1965. Let's give it a spin for Adrian A. Debbie on Jroo Records. It's called Baby Darling. This is for Adrian. As going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of A. Debbie. I think that's Debbie Pritchard. I think that's her. And that's on the Jroo record label out of Philadelphia from 1965. It's called Baby Darling is the name of the tune. Johnny G here in Vinyltreasure Overtime. And let's get on another Lenny Welch tune as we pay tribute to the late Lenny Welch, such a great singer. And this was his what number, Charlene, here? His fourth release for Cap Records. Okay, his fourth release. Now this song that I'm featuring by him was originally done. It was first recorded by April Young in April of 1965. This one came out in October of 65. This tune written by Tony Powers and George Fishoff. And this charted number 96 on Billboard, number 94 on Cashbox, was a number 17 record on WAAB in Worcester, Massachusetts. And if we go to October of 1965, the late Lenny Welch on Cap Records and his rendition of the tune Run to My Lovin' Arms, Lenny Welch.
When your pretty eyes are filled with tears and the sounds of this cruel world are ringing in your ears, darling, when the night surrounds you and there's darkness all around you, baby, baby, don't you worry, I'll be there, and you can run to my loving arms, they'll keep you warm and hold you tight. If you just run to my loving arms, they'll take you in and make things right. When you're feeling like you wanna cry, and there's no one who's got time to sit and ask you why. When you need someone to hear you, to say a word or just be near you, baby, baby, I will always be close by. And you can run to my loving arms, they'll keep you warm and hold you tight. If you just run to my loving arms, they'll take you in and make things right. If you just run to my loving arms, run to my loving arms, run to
I like that big sound, you know, that big band. Well, it's not a band sound, but it's like a big orchestra, big sound in the background there with all the drums and whatnot. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, there you go as we pay tribute to the late Lenny Welch, October 1965. His rendition of the tune Run to My Loving Arms. That's his fourth release for the Cap record label. You know, Jay and the Americans do a nice version of that song also, by the way. We are in Vinyltreasure Overtime. We'll go to the bottom of the hour, and Johnny G's got to get out of here. But let's do this request for listener Edmund Williams. I'm sorry. This is for Edmund Williams. Actually, this is a flip side request. What did I play for him? I think I played Live Wire on the February 26th 2025 show for Edmund, and he wanted to hear the flip side, so I had it. I don't know, I just didn't play it. I guess maybe because I was afraid of the copyright police. I should be afraid of them now, but they're not out. But I like this side. It's a B-side for Martha and the Vandellas. Features Martha Reeves on lead. We go to Berry Gordy Jr.'s Gordy label. This tune written and produced by Holland Dozier Holland. They wrote this tune and produced it. This did chart, though. This flip side charted number 10 on WEBB in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to January 64. An old request for Edmund Williams, Martha and the Vandellas. It's called Old Love, parentheses, Let's Try It Again, for Edmund Williams.
Old love, why did I heart anew and vow to never ever be untrue. Oh Lord, why did I have to see you again? When we parted, we said that we'd be no more than just friends. Oh, love, I know I made a big mistake. If you give me another chance, I'll try and erase all the pain I caused you, all the hurt I made you go through. Oh, love, come on, let's try again. Oh, love, come on, let's try again. Come on, oh, love, yeah. Let's try one more time, say you'll be mine.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go, by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. The sound of Martha Reeves and the Vandellas from January 64 on the Gordy record label. Old Love parentheses, Let's Try It Again is the name of the tune. Let us continue here. A few more in Vinyltreasure Overtime. Fill a request for Gary McLinden here. And this next artist is from Naples, Texas, born Arzell Hill, but recorded as ZZ Hill. Began recording gospel in the 1950s with the Spiritual Five. Would go solo in 1963 on the MH label, founded by his older brother. Was Mad Hill. That's what MH stands for, Mad Hill. And in 1964, he would sign with, well, I don't have this one on Kent, but we didn't need that one there. But anyway, let me see here. What does it have? He signed. Gary requested the release. Well, I have this. This came out on two labels. Came out. Wait a minute here. It is on the MH label here. Out of San Diego, California. Tune written by Earl Foster, and he also produced it. Whoever Earl Foster is produced. Wait a minute. Wait. Written by Earl Foster, produced by Earl Foster. Well, how could it has two productions here? I don't know. Arranged by Miles Grayson. Let's go to January 1971. Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. This is for Gary McLinden. ZZ Hill. It's called Think People. This is for Gary.
People, you got to think. People, yeah. Think about the woman who starts so a kiss might eat. Think about the man with the $50 shoes on his feet. Think about the baby who don't have any milk to drink.
There you go. That one there by request for Gary McLinden. That's the sound of ZZ Hill. ZZ Hill on the Hill. Well, let me see, show me. Is this the Hill label? It is the Hill Records. Yes, it is. And it's styrene, too. I just found it last minute. I was lucky to find a few records today with all the buzz that happened here. January 71, Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. ZZ Hill with Think People. People don't think anymore. I'm telling you, I've been so pissed dealing with some people here. I have to go through I have to go through what's called, for my parents, I have to go through a pooled trust. So I have to send their invoices in for them to pay. And so I get the bill, and it's interest charges on the credit card. I'm like, what the interest charges? What the hell? What the hell are the interest charges? Supposed to pay in full. That's one thing. You never want to take interest on a credit card. So I'm looking at the bill. I said, there's a transposition error here. They transposed a number for freaking $9. I got charged interest because you didn't pay the full amount. I was pissed. So I sent them an email. I said, you know what? You should be embarrassed for not having checks and balances in to send it. And then they were going to close the water because they transposed the account number. And then the idiots in the town water bill put it to a closed account. I'm like, you know something? So because you have somebody there that's dyslexic, look, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have a job, but maybe they shouldn't be putting numbers in when you're paying for credit and stuff like that. So I was pissed with this thing. But anyway, I digress. We're going to play 2 records, and then Johnny G is out of here. Let's fill a request for listener George Chestnut here. Got a whole bunch of records for George, and let me find it here on his list. Here we go. This group out of Baltimore, Maryland, I usually feature them on the Saturday night show. They first recorded as Bobby Hall and the Kings on Stax Records back in 53. Then they became just the Kings. Now, toward the mid-1960s, they would, they have a lot of releases as the Kings, but then they recorded as Little Hooks and the Kings. And this record came out on first, I think, on Century, which I don't have, and then I do have the Little Rick release, but then it came out a third time, which is on the Chess label. And I got a nice blue color label on the Chess label. That this is the 3rd issue of it. A tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Adolphus Holcomb, and he is AKA Little Rick on here. They're known as Little Hooks and the Kings, which is his childhood nickname. Okay, this is produced by Otis Pollard, and this charted number 56 on WLAN, if you were tuned in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, from August 63. Going out to George Chestnut, Little Hooks and the Kings on Chess. It's called Count Your Blessings for George Chestnut.
Before you walk out that door, count your blessings, because you never had so much before, and try to see I love you, and did more than any man would ever do. Oh, you count your blessings before you say we are through. Count your blessings, there is so much more I can do, and try
Yeah, doo-wop-ish elements there. Whoops. Doo-wop-ish elements on that one there, but a very soulful sound there. That one there going out by request for listener George Chestnut. That's Little Hooks and the Kings with Adolphus Holcomb. He's on the lead there. Song entitled Count Your Blessings from 1963. What did I say there? I lost my place. August 1963 on the Chess record label. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool Soul 45s out of my collection as requested by you, the listeners here. If you need to get in touch with me, you can send your requests to vinyltreasures@aol.com. And I really didn't have a lot of time to look for records today. As I mentioned, the studio is in progress of being, what do you call it, refurbished, we'll call it. Going to get some all new equipment, going to get a new state-of-the-art mixer, and going to have a dedicated screen. And I'm going to be the producer here. We're going to have all different shots here, all different camera angles here for guests that come in here on the program. And going to be able to use video and CD player, and we talked about that. He's got to come up with a proposal here. I was talking about my speakers, because he was looking at the Bose speakers I had, and I told him the only thing I'm not changing is I'm not changing my turntables. The 3-speed turntables are good. I don't know, and I told him I want the sound back the way I had it up here in the studios, because I had phenomenal sound here to listen to music. So it just, if you were sitting here in the back listening to the records, I have two, they're little square speakers. They're heavy as hell, but they sound so good, these Bose speakers. But I told him, I said, well, the mixer is okay, but I can't use the headphones and hear myself. So I said, that's a pain. But he said, I'm going to have at least, I think, 9 or 5. I don't know. He's going to work it up. But anyway, so stay tuned for that. And we'll see what they come up with. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning into the program. Thank you, Charlene, for all your help. Charlene is my administrative assistant. She assists me with the Wednesday and the Saturday shows, and she maintains my database. That's how I know when you send me a request that I've recently played it. With the kind of been losing my mind, so I don't remember as good. I used to have a great photographic memory, but not anymore. But that's going to do it, folks. We're going to close the show tonight with an interesting tune. I had this on the block to play for a long time. I figured I might as well play it. This was for, and it's actually an appropriate song to close the show. Glenn Pitzoid made the request for this tune. So it's been here for a while. This group is out of Indianapolis, Indiana. They first recorded as the Reflections on the Tiger label back in 1963. In 1964, they would change their name to the Illusions. Didn't I play an Illusions here on the Lorry label? I think I did. Then they would move to San Francisco and eventually become Stark Naked and the Car Thieves. But they really couldn't put that on the label, so they ended up calling themselves SN and the CTs. So that's what our closer is tonight. Now, Glenn requested their first of 3, came out on Seymour Heller's Sunburst label, which was out of Los Angeles, California. This tune written by Ed Cobb. And the members of this group were Chuck Tunna, he was the bass, Pat Baldwin, Larry Dunlap, and lead singer Dave Dunn. This is from August of 1967, our closer tonight, by Stark Naked and the Car Thieves on Sunburst, The Pleasure of Your Company. Well, that pleasure is all mine here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Everybody stay well. I'll see some of you tomorrow afternoon on the 78 show. If not, I'll see you Saturday night at 10 p.m. If not, I'll see you next time right here on the Soul Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long for for Glenn.